Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Society Showcase live stream. My name is Joel and I'm the Vice President of Activities here at London South Bank Students' Union. I'm an elected position and it's my job to make sure that the student voice is heard in all things activities-based, so that's sports teams, societies, events and activities. With me today is Tallulah, who is our Activities Coordinator.
Hi, I pretty much just support all the sports teams and non-academic societies in the general day-to-day running, and I also help out students who want to make new ones.
Cool. So we are here to talk to you, well, the societies are here to talk to you about them and sort of give you a sort of taste of what they have. Before we do that, I think we should sort of talk about what societies are and why they're important for life here at South Bank. So societies are a fundamental part of the Students' Union and life here. They're different student groups and different interest groups that are there to sort of form a community for you here at South Bank. Now, a lot of the time when you come to university and you get on the same schedule, it can be a bit repetitive. Joining student groups like sports teams and societies is a chance to mix these things up. You'll find there's a whole range of different ones. Yesterday we heard from our academic societies. Today we're hearing from our cultural societies and just societies in general.
Yes, we're going to have a good mix of like some interest societies, religious societies. It's gonna be a good one.
So if you are interested in the society, I will show you quickly now at the beginning how to have a look to see where all of these societies are and how to sign up for them. So if you momentarily. So on screen at the moment, you shall see the Students' Union website. This is our fantastic new website we've had done. In the top bar here, you will see some different tabs. And if you head to the tab that says Your Opportunities, click on that and head to your clubs and societies. This is the main page of the societies and sports teams. Now here on the left is what we're looking for. It's the societies tab. And along the top, you'll have a few important links. The first one is jump to the A to Z list of societies. That's where you can just see all of the societies on one page. The second link here is what we're going to talk about a bit later on, is starting your own society. So if you find that there maybe isn't a group here that interests you, or you feel like there should be one that is missing, brilliant. We heavily encourage that. Come along, show us your interest by clicking on this link and we'll help you set up. It usually takes a week or so to get societies up and running. And it just adds to the student experience here, and it'll be something that you can be proud of with your time here at South Bank. So, it's your list there. As you see, all the societies are listed here. Amazing. You can just have a look through those, and yeah. So, first up, we had ACS Society. That's Afro-Caribbean Society. They are a phenomenal group, but they can't be with us today, unfortunately. So we're going to talk about those a bit at the end. So I think we should
start with Afghan Society, I think.
Yep. Cool.
Can you hear me? Hello? It's all good, you are live. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, hi. I'm here to introduce the Afghan Society. We formed the society last year, just at the end of last year, and we have about 40 unofficial members at the moment. Last year we done 2-3 small events. The first one was for people kind of to notice us and get to know us so we can introduce ourselves. So what we've done is we set up a stand near the entrance of the campus. And we sold like Afghan bakery, Afghan desserts. We also had the Afghan dress for people to wear and take pictures in them. So that was quite interesting. The other event, it was kind of a small event where we got together, we got to know each other. and we done a bit of the Afghan traditional dance. And this year, we hope to do at least 2 online events. The first one is going to be kind of an introduction, for especially for those who have newly joined. So we're going to do a little introduction. We're also going to talk about Afghan history and the traditions. If anyone would like to join, you can join the Instagram page, which is Afghan Society LSBU, or you can drop us an email, afghanstock@lsbsu.org. Thank you very much.
Awesome, great stuff there, hearing from Afghan Society. So, in sort of today's pandemic world, we are focusing on making sure that activities are all coordinated for online. So all of our societies and teams at the moment are working in an online environment, and that includes the meetups. So I think it's now more than ever is important for you to be part of a community online, because you might feel, although you're not on campus at the moment, you may feel a little bit disconnected. And by joining these student groups, by joining these groups and societies, you're able to feel a bit more part of the university. So yeah. Next up, we would have Amnesty International, but before we hear from them, I think it's a good time to sort of explain the joy of starting a new society. So essentially, we here at the Students' Union, as I briefly mentioned before, are all about expanding the student experience. Now, if you do have an idea for a society that you want to join but isn't here on campus, online even, amazing, get in contact with us. And the forms that you're given, and I said, well, Tallulah, do you want to talk us through the forms?
Yeah, sure. So they're pretty simple. I think once people hear form, you think this is going to be a big waste of time. But all the forms are there to do is basically to give us the best idea of what it is you're trying to achieve. So if you are thinking about starting a society, some of the things you need to think about are like, what are your aims going to be? Who are you trying to like target? And then kind of like what benefit your society is going to kind of give to South Bank students, but also kind of the wider community, and like just the area. And as always, like if you ever get stuck on the forms, or you're just a bit stumped, like you've got a bit of an idea, but you don't really know what you want to do with it, that is what we're here for. I definitely want to hear it, and I want to kind of like try and make your vision happen. Yeah,
I think one of the most important things when sort of thinking about this is you're not on your own. We are here, we're there to support you the whole way. And it's the way that you should think about these things when, you know, a lot of people kind of look at it thinking, oh, is it too much work? Is it going to get in the way of my studies? Absolutely not. The last thing we want you to be doing is hindering your studies here. And that's why we've made the setting up process such an easy and streamlined way that you can get it up and running, you can run it, and it's going to be easy. You can do it alongside your studies and have something you can really be proud of apart from your degree. So next society up to introduce themselves is the First Love Society.
Hi guys, my name is Selena. I'm from the First Love Society. I'd just like to talk about my society real quick, if you don't mind. So our society is full of young and vibrant people who love the Lord, and we just want to invite everyone and talk about it. Because of this pandemic, we weren't able to have a freshers fair physically, but you know, grateful for this. So we know that a lot of people feel overwhelmed, or they feel like they have to sacrifice their faith when they come to uni, but that is not the case, because First Love is here to help balance that workload, that uni life, and your social life. So yeah, and First Love, there's full of young people, people your age, people in uni in the same boat as you. So we have events like Games Night. We have events like we even had an event during the COVID season where we were cooking, because, you know, why not? Fellowship with your friends, and with a chef, with a professional chef. We actually got baking, and that was really fun. And when you come into First Love, you also make friends. I know that I've made friends for life, and I know that I'll be at their wedding and they'll be at mine. And yeah, we just want to invite everyone. If you need any help with anything, you want to talk to someone about faith, even if you're not a Christian, you can come to us, we can be your friend. If you need advice, yeah, we're here to invite you with open arms. The events we are going to have in the second semester are games night, more games night. Apparently, people get really competitive with those. It's really funny. We also have meet and greet where we see each other on Zoom. You know, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we cannot meet. We usually have, last year we also had a Christmas event, but due to COVID, we had to postpone that on Zoom, and Secret Santa was there, everyone was having fun. So yeah, and next month on the 25th of February, please note this down on your calendar, we have a special event, a big event on Zoom online, so you don't even have to leave your bed. We have an event called Come and See, where we fellowship, we have dancing, singing, just getting to know each other, and preaching going on. If you want more information on that, we have our social media, which is on Instagram, called First Love LSBU. That's First Love LSBU. I'm sure we all have Instagram by now. And yeah, that's basically it. We also have a phone number, if you want to write this down. It's 0746 4635 684. So yeah, that's all about First Love, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing stuff there. Well done. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you while we're waiting for a few more societies to assemble, is about something very special we've made here at South Bank. So I'm just going to share my screen one more time. So recently the Students' Union has gone through a period of change, which means we've done lots of things to make sure that you as the students in every decision that we make. And one of the changes that we brought about was more student jobs. It's a way for you to study as well as work alongside your studies, so you can sort of bring in a bit more cash, a bit more pay that you can use to help fund your time here at university. So on our website, southbank.su, is under the opportunities tab, we have a brand new section called student jobs. These jobs are student union based part-time jobs that we have got vacancies for. They'll be ever changing throughout the year when vacancies come up and new jobs change. And all the current available roles are seen here at the top. If you click on them, on the link, that'll bring you to the job description of the title, which I'll show you in a second. You've got information on the screen about all of the sort of things we look for in the jobs and sort of how they're a great way and what the benefits are of them. And yeah, so if we go into, for example, activities assistance, click on that, it brings you to a job description, tells you all about the role. Then it brings you to two forms, the application form and then the equality and diversity monitoring form. It then tells you at the bottom there that when the deadline for the different applications are, and such and so forth. And there are a wide range of jobs here on the website. It's something we're very proud of because we believe that the Students' Union should be employing students. And here we are. This is it. This is what we've brought live to you here at South Bank, especially now more than ever. It's going to be helpful for us. So, that screen. What I will also sort of talk about momentarily before, in fact, after the next slide comes on, is just get involved, get on the website, have a look around, look up those student jobs. It's one more level to your studies, and it's always going to look good on the CV that you studied while you've taken a job while you're at university. It shows your commitment and your time management skills, as well as a wide range of others. And there are different qualifications you can build up. So the next society that is coming on is the Debating Society. They're going to talk to you for a couple of minutes.
Hi, so I'm Amy. I'm president of the Debate Society. I'm just gonna try and share my screen.
Joe, you're back on because Debating Society just vanished.
That's no problem at all. Technical glitches with the live stuff here. Cool. While we are waiting for them to come back, then I can go through a more extensive PowerPoint. Well, I wouldn't say extensive PowerPoint, but just a kind of a more detailed and structured step-by-step on how to sort of create a society. So let me share my screen while those guys come back into the room. Cool. Nice and simple on how to create a society. So first of all, why should you join a student group? Student groups are what we call the sports teams and societies. I'll just go over this very quickly. So it's friends and connections outside of courses and halls. You might find yourself on your course. If you don't join a society or a sports team for those 3 years, then you'll find yourselves only really knowing those people on the course. By joining these student groups, you are able to mix with people outside of your course and outside of your year and being able to build those connections. You'll also find yourself being part of a community here at Southbank. Not to say you won't already, but you find yourself being part of either a more extensive community or multiple. You'll find that there are more people to get along with, more people to interact with, and it just adds to that student experience outside of the classroom. I am a firm believer in your time inside the classroom dictates whether you enjoy your time outside of the classroom. And this is the key to it. Now, this next fact, so you are more likely to stay and finish university if you join one of these student groups. That is actually a fact. There's been a sort of a statistical review for sports teams, especially for that. There is a percentage that you are more likely to stay and enjoy. And that is down to the fact that you haven't got the feel of it's only courses, only learning. You're having that student experience outside. You're making connections, friends, memories, and valuable experiences that you can take with you for the rest of your life. It will also improve your social skills. Now, I came to university thinking that I'm a pretty confident public speaker, that I couldn't develop my social skills in any way. I was wrong. I came to university, found there was a few, bits and pieces here that I could improve. I joined these student groups and, things just took off from there. You find yourself getting out of your comfort zone and enjoying it, making, the time of your life at university, building those skills. And it's not just you, other people are building the skills also. So you find you're traveling that same journey together. Yeah, and as I mentioned there, enjoying time outside of the classroom is key to enjoying time inside of the classroom. Now, it's a way to keep fit and active, active being more so for societies, which kind of links to the mix-up of the weekly routine. You'll find at university your routine tends to go day by day for 1 week, and that repeats kind of weekly, maybe a little bit different each week. And then you will find that without these, you kind of do the same thing. By throwing in a student group like a sports team or society with different events going and different activities on, each week will be different than the last. So you'll get up in the morning, you think, what have I got today? This, and you think, oh, this day we've got this event with this society. And then, oh, next week we've got this event with this society. And you'll find that you're just more engaged and just building up and layering that student experience. And yeah, and the final, probably most important point is it does improve your social life significantly. There are a number of students that I know that I've met that have come to university quite socially anxious, quite socially awkward, and they worried about making friends and struggled. And yet they are taking off, and by the second year, you see them, they're having the time of their life, they're getting part of the committees, they are being part of the committee, they're setting up their own societies, which is a really encouraging thing to hear at Southbank. So what if the group I want to join doesn't exist at Southbank? As I mentioned before, and as we mentioned briefly, you can start one. So how to apply to create a new society. So you simply, as I showed you on the link on the website, you grab a new society form from the website, or you can email us directly, hello@southbank.su. And that means that we will email you back and be like, hey, you want to start up a society? Here's a form. You will need to establish 3 society aims. These are key fundamentals that you'll be following with your society. So, for example, if it's something like the French Society, one of your key aims would be spreading information about the French culture or the French language and things like that. So it's those society aims that are your key principles for running. Then you need to think about what activities you could plan to run throughout the year. Now, one thing we do want to point out and note is that when thinking of these activities, make sure that in your mind, you're planning them for an online environment. The student union's current statement is that we are having no physical interaction with students. So that's no sports teams meeting up and no societies meeting up. There's a few amazing societies that have been doing incredible jobs with online activities. And so, yeah, you need to think about what activities you plan to run throughout the year online. We are there to help. We are there to give you guidance. So if you are struggling to think of these activities, email us in that conversation, get in touch, or even contact me, myself. My details, I'm hoping, will come on screen shortly. It's joel@southbank.su, and you can also find me on social medias, which will come up later, and we can talk about those activities. So the last one is, tell us what your society will bring to LSBU students and the wider community. What will the society add to the student experience? What will it sort of bring that we can improve the student experience? You know, obviously the aim of society isn't to less the student experience, but we really want to see what your ideas are, and so we can have an idea of how you want the society run and flourish and help you with that. So the final point then, before we introduce the next society, is sending us the completed form, and then we'll give you feedback, and that will be the next step. So the next society up is the Christian Union. Cool. You are on mute, Harry, by the way. Or not. Perhaps he's having some other technical difficulties there. Things happen when it's live. So that's how to sort of create. Okay, I believe he's back. There he is.
Hello. Sorry, there was like a pop-up thing, and I tried to click it away, and it shut the whole thing down. Hello, I'm Harry. I run the Christian Union. So yeah, I guess who we are and what we do. So obviously we are the main kind of society for Christians on campus. There's a few different kind of church and Christian groups that exist at the uni. So in one way, we do act as like a kind of switchboard for them, like, you know, pointing people to the right societies for them. There's like church services and stuff. We also kind of help people get plugged into, like, you know, their faith and like churches and charities around London. So if someone comes to us and is asking, like, you know, I want a church, or I want to do a Bible study on campus, or I want to go to a service on like Tuesdays, we have groups like Salem, First Love, Caris on campus for that kind of thing. We also, I think we also trying to, like, because there's so many more formal church services and groups at the uni, we kind of are allowed to do a bit more of a casual thing. So there is a Bible study that happens in the chaplaincy that we can point people towards and can go to together. And so we can basically have like a bit more of a social thing. So when lockdown isn't happening, we would be going to like pubs and restaurants and stuff and having like hangouts and stuff. But because that's obviously not happening, we've been trying to do more remote things. We had an event last semester with a group called Young Life, who are a Christian youth charity, so that we had like music and a speech from a guy called Bob Goff, who's like my favorite author, who wrote a book called Love Does and Everybody Always. We've been having the occasional little like social, a prayer call that you could drop in. We were doing a 24-hour prayer day every day of the month. So every month of the year last year and the years before. We're going to be changing that this year. So it's just a general pray day. So people can come, people can volunteer to pray throughout the day. People can come with their prayer requests, like privately or publicly. And it's just like a time for all of us to be praying and caring for each other. That's in a lot less of a, like a pressured way. The church and Christianity in general, I think nowadays has a bit of a bad reputation, and we've completely earned it. I think a lot of the church and a lot of like, the institutions, like the Christian institutions in the world have been quite damaging. There's been a lot of like homophobia, transphobia in recent years, horrible stuff like racism and slavery. Like we've contributed to that in the past. All in all, I think, God's people have done a pretty bad job of representing the man that they are kind of named after. So I think a big focus for us as a Christian union is, making little steps to heal like people and heal like the damage that our people have done in the world. I think God is supposed to be love, and Jesus is, like supposed to be like the embodiment of love. And so like we're focused on, loving people. So we don't exclude anyone based on their identity or their beliefs. Everyone's welcome and everyone's like equally loved. So yeah, if you wanted to get involved, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's all LSBU CU. And yeah, and we are also, as this is my last semester of uni ever, we're also looking for new leadership, especially with obviously Corona and stuff. A lot of our like main members have graduated or left like the uni and stuff. So we are looking for new members to kind of get the CU going again, and then new leadership to kind of take it out of my hands and do much better things with it. So yeah, if you're interested, please do drop us a message. See.
Amazing. So next up, we have the guys from the Gaming, Anime, and Comic Society.
Hey, so right now we're just kind of vibing, doing what we can. We have our Discord, we have our WhatsApp, we're playing games, we're streaming, we're chatting online a lot. So if you guys ever like, I kind of want to meet some new people, talk with people, hang out a lot, we do a lot of that. We have like very active people, a lot of people who come in. We're playing fighting games. We're playing games together. We're watching anime. We watch movies even. I think at Christmas we watched like Home Alone for the memes. Just sat and watched it, chatted a lot. So there should be links around on the website for our Discord and our WhatsApp. I think also I may have shared my screen. I'm not sure. If I have, then the links are on there. So we're very happy to talk to anyone, meet new people. As I say, we're playing lots of different types of games, both like we did play board and card games in the SU. We're trying to find ways to do that online. In fact, we have a gaming event tonight where we're going to be playing a lot of online games. But we're watching things, we're playing games, and we just genuinely enjoy meeting new people, hanging out, and having a good time. So if that sounds like the kinds of things that you might be interested in doing or joining, let us know and come by. Love to see you all there. So
Sweet, amazing. Thank you for that. So next up, I believe we have Corey from our LGBT Society.
Hi everyone. Yeah, so my name is Corey. I'm the president of the LGBT Society. Our main goals really is to just create the safest and most welcoming community on campus as we possibly can. Pre-COVID, we do all sorts of things from sort of nights out, coffee mornings, and crafting afternoons, film nights, all sorts of stuff. While we're living kind of in COVID times, we've been more sort of just hang out with each other, lots of film nights, lots of just kind of Teams meetings just to catch up with everyone, have a chat, make sure everyone's doing okay. You can find us on all social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and obviously our email, which you should be able to see. Yeah, we just want to educate and create a welcome, safe society as possible in central London, really. And I really hope I can see everyone, hopefully in person in September.
Amazing. Thanks for that, Corey. We are now going to have Tallulah that way speaking to us about our Invisible Disability Society. You're muted, Tallulah.
Sorry. Yeah. So Invisible Disability Society, I'm going to do a little bit about just because their president can't make it today. But the group's basically, it's a reasonably new one, but it's a bit about fostering a community and raising awareness just about invisible disabilities in general. The president at the moment is a really lovely guy called Liam, who's done so much work to just be raising awareness. And I think the most recent campaign that the society has been behind is the Sunflower Lanyards campaign, which you can kind of see on like a bit of a national level has been really successful. So yeah, I don't know if we have any of the links or emails that you can see on the screen, but if you do want to, yeah, cool. If you do want to get in touch with them, send them an email, check them out on the website. They've got an Instagram page as well, which I'm sure you can find just by searching Invisible Disabilities. I think it's IDS LSBU. But yeah, that's pretty much all from me.
Amazing. So the next society that's going to be talking to us are the guys from Salem Campus Fellowship.
Hey, first and foremost, I just want to say a huge welcome to LSBU. Congrats everyone on getting your grades up. That's so huge, especially during the pandemic. So this is Kamisha speaking. I am the current president of Salem. I'm also a third-year pediatric nursing student. So Salem is a faith-based Christian society. So we are having regular services every Thursday. We're going to be officially starting back up in February, which I'm super, super excited about. So we're going to start off with like a meet and greet, more for casual events, so you can meet different students, kind of engage, hopefully make some new friends. And then we're going to really kickstart things from there. So we are open to everyone. If you're of faith or you're completely like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I would want to know a bit more, you're welcome. So you can also find us on Instagram at LSB_Salem. If you want to know a bit more information, we have everything on there, all our events, all our games, and everything that we have planned coming up. So yeah, I'm excited to meet some new faces and see some new freshers coming in.
Amazing stuff. Cool. Thanks for that. So while we are waiting for the other societies to join us, I think we may as well plug the events calendar that we've got going on. So I'm just going to share my screen to show the wonderful website once more. Now, up in the tabs, you'll see what's on the very first tab there on the left. And it's split into three things. You've got society events, sports club events, and then all events. So we go to all events. And here is what you can see going on for the rest of refreshers and just events coming up throughout the year. Now, we've been working very hard to bring you a lively events calendar that is engaging for the online environment. These are things such as, so before I go through the refreshers, we've got, find it somewhere, stuff like a Netflix party. We've got quizzes on the Tuesdays that are coming up soon. That's a weekly quiz. And then you've got a special monthly quiz as well for each month. We've also got Get Clued Up sessions. These are sessions designed, they're informative videos about how to, varying topics from stress busting to our recent one by a student union staff member, Daniela, is all about cleaning tips. We've also got coming up this week, the sports teams and academics showcases. So the sports is tomorrow and the academic showcase, much like this one, is available on our YouTube. So you can check that out and you can really see kind of the whole extent of our student groups. We've also got coming up next week is our sports week. It's a week designed to boost engagement on sports. So if you've kind of seen what you like a bit more about these sports teams and you want to get more of a feel for it, then come along, check out the events, and we'll be able to show you more of what the union has to offer as far as those events are concerned. Myself, I hosted the weekly pub quizzes last year. They were really good. They were really good on-campus events, and we've done the best we can to bring them online. It's now been taken over by our pub quiz host Antonio, who took over from me after I got elected. Some of you may have seen him already at the quiz on Tuesday, and he's doing a cracking job. So you'll see him weekly on the Tuesdays. So yeah, I think it is. We also have a special event. We've got a guest speaker, a guy called Enoch, who on Thursday the 20th of January at 2 p.m. Who's giving a talk. He was a professional football player from 2003 to 2015. He's an alumni of the University of the Business School, and he now runs his own football academy in the United States in Florida. So he's coming over as part of Sports Week for that. So yeah. So as I said, the sports teams showcase is available, will be aired tomorrow, and the Academic Society showcase is already on our YouTube. Cool. I think it's probably valuable to give our personal experiences of societies. So I think, Tallulah, we haven't heard much from you. What societies were you a part of here at South Bank when you were a student?
So while I was a student at South Bank, I was pretty involved with activities in general. I was very much a sports person. So I was a member of like multiple different teams. And then because of that, I got more involved in the union, which led to me joining some societies. So the ones that I did join was mainly LGBT Society. They held some really, really fun events, like in normal times, if that's what we're going to call it. Things like drag nights and like tea, like evenings or afternoons, which I thought were really cool. There are so many kind of like societies that you interact with and you don't even think that this is a society event. So a lot of the time you could be in the student center or even down in the bar, and there's an event going on that you're taking part in and you didn't realize that was run by a society. So I'd always recommend speaking to everyone who's there, speaking to the organizers. They're probably going to be more than happy to talk to you about your society, about their society, and about joining and the other activities that they run. So that's kind of like my experience. I don't know, Joel, if you had like anything like that, but for me, it was just kind of getting your foot in the union, joining one thing, and then it just snowballs and you kind of realize how much you really have on offer.
So from my experience, sort of actually what got me started with the Students' Union is it's an interesting journey because before joining any sports teams or societies, I volunteered one night to do the pub quizzes, and I found that more than filled my quota of engagement because I found myself through the quizzes, all these different groups coming to them, and I could engage with them and hang out with them. So although I wasn't necessarily part of these student groups, I was hanging out with them, getting the connections going, and I've made a shed load of friends that I'm going to treasure for the rest of, definitely, I'd say the rest of my life, these memories at South Bank. And, the societies and sports teams have just been an incredible bunch of people to meet. And so, I think...
Yeah, I think that's sorry, I was just going to say that's right. It's one thing when you're in first year and kind of like, especially if you've moved from a different part of the country, it's so easy to feel like isolated and, like you've got no friends and it's really hard to make friends sometimes, especially if you're not in halls. And I think joining societies is just that really easy way of finding people who are like-minded, interested in the same stuff. And some it's so easy to get along with, really. But yeah, I guess, Joe, I don't know, have you already spoke about kind of your role as an officer and how that kind of ties in with the getting active in the union?
Yeah, so I briefly mentioned at the beginning that my role is all about looking after that student experience outside of the classroom and making sure that things are taken into consideration that way. And I do apologise. That was a very noisy flatmate. The sort of perks of working from home. So I'm part of one of 4 elected officers. You've got myself as the Vice President of Activity, Ferdus, who is the Vice President Welfare and Equalities, Rabi, who is the Vice President of Education and the Deputy President, and then you've got Hattie, who is our President, and we are all working behind the scenes to make sure your student voice is heard. So where activities are concerned is I'm there to make sure that the whole environment is inclusive and diverse and engaging, because there's not much point having extracurricular activities that aren't engaging in any way. And so part of my manifesto points was to create a more engaging student calendar. And one of the events I'm proud of, which I will plug now, it's a monthly event that is looking at, so I promised that I wanted to boost the showcasing of student talent here at South Bank. And so the open mic night is part of that. That's starting on the 22nd of January. So that is this Friday. And it's all about live streaming on a platform like this, the very best of student talent. It's going to be aired across both YouTube and Facebook. Following up then is a student social media push of the acts that are going to be featured. And it's whether you're singing, dancing, playing an instrument, performing a piece of poetry or drama. If you're interested and would like to get involved with the open mic night that happens monthly, the next one happening this Friday, get in contact with our events and involvement coordinator, Jim. His email is jim@southbank.su with the subject heading Open Mic Night Talent. And that way you can get involved with that. We've also got coming up on Thursday the 28th is a Netflix party at 6. The film is still to be decided. And then on the 29th, we have a coffee morning for you early risers on 8:30. So I believe then we have also something to mention is, as well as the elected officers, we've got the part-time officers. Now, these are a list of people that have been elected into their positions to look after your student voice in more niche and more sort of accurate student groups. So we've got an LGBT officer, we've got a disabilities officer, we've got a BAME officer, mature students, international students, and they're all there to look after it. So
cool. I think we've got animal therapy here waiting to do their.
Yep.
Hi. Hello everyone. I've got a presentation to show you, so I'm going to try and do that. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. It's not working. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Sorry, everybody. Yes, share. Oh no. Maybe if somebody came back and just speaks while I fix it.
Is it? Have you got a Mac, or are you just on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something you have to do for a Mac. Some they were having trouble with it yesterday, but I don't know. I don't know the Mac, so I couldn't actually say anything in the emails about what to do. So I'm not sure. What I think you have to install something and then come back. So if you are happy to do that, I'll bring Tallulah and Joel back.
Yeah.
And you can sort that out. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cool.
Hi.
Back again. We love Macs here on this live broadcast. They tend to wonderful pieces of kit, but technology is only good when it works and when it doesn't.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, I am actually very much looking forward to this presentation from Animal Therapy because, I mean, I don't want to take too much away from what she's going to say, but it's going to be a delight. I already know. So I can use this time to just kind of like talk through some of the other societies that we're not really going to be able to hear from today. I'll just give them a very quick kind of like shout out as we go. But obviously we have already covered ACS. Really great group, great representation, holds amazing events. I'd really recommend giving them kind of like contacting them. We've got Amnesty International, that's the Liberation Group. They are on the website, so I think you can contact them. I don't think they have an Instagram yet, but if you send them an email, they'll definitely respond. And then we've got Bangladesh Society. That's another kind of cultural society. Again, holding really great events, doing some fundraising as well. Bollywood Society, very new society, kind of started in the middle of lockdown, but has still managed to hold some really good virtual events like Netflix parties and stuff. And then we've got Debating Society, who we kind of like started to hear from, but unfortunately had some tech issues, so had to drop out.
However, they did do a taster session that will be available online, so you can check them out in more detail. That was earlier today.
A whole half an hour. So yeah, cool. Then, yep, we've also got French Society, who's another really new one, started in the middle of lockdown, but so far has been really successful in holding events and kind of like collabing with other societies. Then we've got Indian Society, again, another cultural society, along with kind of like Iranian, Kurdish, Pakistan, Turkish. We've kind of got a whole array. Obviously, have a look at the website, see what kind of like suits you. All of them are amazing at what they do. Really great fundraising. I've got to say the cultural society is kind of like do the best in that kind of remit. Who else have we got? I think that's it. I don't know. Am I missing anyone?
Hindu Society.
Hindu Society. Yeah, that's another really good one for like events. I know I keep mentioning fundraising, but yeah, that's a really big community. And I think if that's something that you're interested in, definitely have a look at the website and see what you've got on offer. Cool. animal therapy, I think, is ready now. I can stop waffling.
Sweet, amazing. So yeah, welcome back.
Hi. Okay, I think I fixed it now. We will see. I think it's working. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Can somebody tell me?
Yeah, it is on there. You're all good. All good
Okay,
to go.
perfect. Oh, thank you. Okay, so hi, I'm Bellamia. I am the Vice President for Animal Therapy Society. And I'm basically just going to show you some pictures of what we do and some cute animals. Here is our email at the bottom. They'll be at the end as well, in case you want to get in touch with me or my president, Alex. She is a girl, by the way. Oh, sorry, flashing through this. So we held an event last year, and obviously due to COVID, that's not been possible because we tend to work in the SU with all the puppies in one room, so everybody will be mingling in one room, and you know, it's not very safe right now, but there's like 10 puppies or so, and then you'll be in waves or like groups of people who come in, spend time with these animals, and then go, I guess. All the dogs are obviously vaccinated and they're safe, because mixing puppies can be, well, slightly risky. Not to humans, to dogs, but yeah. Here is a cute photo of 2 of the pups that were at the event last time. This was a Valentine's Day event and it sold out. So it was very popular, and hopefully it will be popular when it comes back. Here's some of the science behind animal therapy. It's been scientifically proven to reduce stress, anxiety, insomnia, loneliness, depression, all things that, you know, we will experience or can experience at university. And it's been said that spending time with a puppy or just a pet, it has the same effects as eating some chocolate. So it's probably quite nice to hear. Here are some photos from all of our members of their pets. That's my rabbit in the top corner. Her favourite thing is banana, and that is her eating it. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook just to keep in touch. Membership is free, and that way we can have your email. You'll be added to the WhatsApp group chat, so you can just keep up to date with what's going on. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Sweet. I want to say that you've just done a fantastic job there, Bella, so well done for that one.
Right,
amazing presentation. Perfect. You rocked that, and that event was amazing. I was there as well helping out, and the puppy room was a great success. And animal therapy is wonderful things, so well done to you. A round of applause for you on that one. Go relax, enjoy the rest of your day.
Cool. So we do have a question, I think, on YouTube, just about the Nepalese Society. So we did used to have a really, really active Nepalese society. Unfortunately, no one took them over this year. So we had to kind of take it off the website, put it on standby. But if anyone is looking to set it back up, it would be very easy to do. I'm more than happy to kind of support people through that. Just get in contact with me. I think my email might be somewhere. It's just tallulah@southbank.su. And then, yeah, we can kind of like get it going. Obviously, COVID secure. We've got so many ideas and different ways that you can run events and run a society online. It's absolutely possible. It might seem like it's not, but it's a really good way to kind of make the most out of what we've got at the moment. Yeah. Yes.
There it is. Sweet. Well, I think that is pretty much everything from us as far as the society is concerned. I want to say a big thank you to all the societies that have come along today and to everyone that's watched this video. Please check out our website if you've got any more questions, or get in contact with us, hello@southbank.su. And then you can check out the website for all of the sports teams, the societies and the sports teams on there. So yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.